morning, everyone. My name is Lori Bays, and I would like to welcome you all to the grand opening of 100 West Washington Street, our amazing new police headquarters. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate a major milestone for our city and for the Phoenix Police Department. Today marks the culmination of years of planning, design, and hard work to bring this iconic 27-story tower back to life as a modern, efficient, and forward-looking home for police operations. I'd like to recognize our city leadership here today, the Honorable Mayor Kate Gallego, Vice Mayor Keisha Hodger-Washington, Councilman and Chair of the Public Safety and Justice Subcommittee, Kevin Robinson, Councilwoman Laura Pastor, and Councilwoman Betty Guardado, all staunch supporters of public safety. I'd also like to recognize City Manager Ed Zerker and Police Chief Matt Giordano. With incredible foresight, the city acquired this building in 2021 as a replacement for the police department's current headquarters at 620 West Washington Street, which was built in 1975 and had become functionally obsolete. And if any of you have been in that building, you know what I'm talking about. I'd like to recognize City Manager Ed Zerker and former City Manager Jeff Barton, as well as former Deputy City Manager John Chan, for leading the work behind the scenes to make this building possible. This new headquarters consolidates multiple police facilities into one efficient downtown location right next to City Hall, the municipal court, city parking, and transit options, including light rail. It provides a modern, functional space for today's workforce, and it is designed to support the department's growth for the next 20 years. And some great news, beginning Monday, March 30th, the public will be welcomed into 100 West, as we affectionately call it, as the Public Records and Services Unit officially begins operating on site. So with that good news, I would like to welcome our first speaker, Mayor Kate Gallego.
Good morning, everyone. Lori, thank you for that introduction. We are so thrilled to celebrate this beautiful new building and police headquarters. I'm so glad to be here with my colleagues on the City Council, our City Manager Ed Zerker, Lori Bays, Chief Giordano, and the command staff of the Phoenix Police Department. Also so pleased to welcome our partners, including those in the business community who helped sponsor this beautiful building, as well as the police families we celebrate, including the Davis family, who we honor here at the beautiful memorial behind me. This is an important building for delivering a safer city and making sure we have more successful, healthier employees. Back in 2021, the city purchased this building to become the new Phoenix Police Headquarters. Our older headquarters could no longer function and was really making it much more difficult for us to serve our community effectively. Today, we're proud to unveil a facility that is only better to serve the current needs of our employees, but also allows for the necessary growth of our department. Today marks the milestone of another investment in our employees. This building has the best technology so that we can understand and respond effectively to anything happening in our city. It's also a facility that invests in the health and welfare of our employee. Thanks to the Phoenix Police Foundation and partners including Blue Cross, we're able to unveil and celebrate a very strong wellness facility, and you'll see wellness throughout the building, including 7 different rooms for nursing moms. The facility will allow our employees to have direct access to a secure parking garage. They'll also have a 24-hour employee cafe with food prepared by our small business partner, AZ Working Girl Cafe, which also manages our employee cafeteria at City Hall. It's a facility that celebrates our region, including our wonderful mountains. It celebrates public art. I want to thank artists who have contributed, including Maria Salinger with Jones Studio. She worked with our local children with Phoenix Center for the Arts to help design some of the artistic elements. So hopefully our kids feel really welcome in this building as well. The ability of this new headquarters to allow for growth in our department is crucial to our commitment to public safety for our constituents. The City of Phoenix's public dollars spent on this facility will yield a return on investment that will pay dividends to our community in quality of life that they deserve. By investing in our workforce, our facilities, and our equipment, we're helping to ensure that Phoenicians receive the highest quality of law enforcement services. Just ask our dispatchers what they think about taking calls in this facility. They have a much better view of the city than my colleagues on the Phoenix City Council. I think I'm a little bit envious, and we have our fire chief is here with us and maybe getting some ideas about the fire headquarters. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who helped on this, especially, can we do a round of applause for Special Projects Manager Jeremy Legg? Jeremy got some whoops of support there. That was quite a round. And we want to thank our partners in the private sector, to Arrington Watkins and Richard Kennedy, our architectural partners, to Ryder Levitt Bucknell for their guidance, and to Oakland for their construction. It's a lot of people who deserve our thanks, both here within the city and outside partners as well. And I also want to say it's been a big week for public safety at the City of Phoenix. The City Council and I unanimously voted to make a major investment in ASU Health, and they have agreed to really put our first responders first. We're going to be looking at occupational cancer. We have lost city employees to occupational cancer. We've had both firefighters and police officers who have been diagnosed with occupational cancer. And then ASU will also be looking at mental health in our first responders, including how we best support officers and acknowledge issues like PTSD. So that's a really important partnership and very unique among big cities in America, but we're so proud that whether we're looking at higher education or facilities, we are trying to put our public safety first. It is now my pleasure to introduce Vice Mayor Keisha Hodge-Washington.
Good morning. Good morning. You can do better than that. Good morning. We are here to celebrate. This is an absolutely gorgeous building, isn't it? Yes. And one of the things that stands out to me, or that kind of touches me the most about it, is the memorial wall. So as our public walk in, they remember the sacrifices that our officers make on a daily basis. So I am honored to speak here today at the grand opening of our police headquarters. I will begin again by thanking Mayor Gallego, my fellow council members, our city staff for putting this together. With our ribbon cutting today, a long-term vision of our city's leadership is coming true. We are having a police headquarters that meets the need of a growing police department. Growing is the key word here. We are preparing for growth. And we are invested in our officers and our first responders with accommodations for mental health, physical health, mothers, and employees. And that will support staff so they can better support and serve our communities. The Employee Wellness Unit continues to provide an extensive number of services for employees on the 15th floor, from clergy members to red light therapy. Hopefully you check that out. And my favorite, the therapy dogs like Riley and Gibson. The intent of this building and all of the updates is to enhance policing throughout the community. The modern tools and bureaus will help our residents and first responders keep safe. It is critical to centralize the headquarters with our other essential city services. Employees and residents will have easier access to our city courts, Calvin Good, city council chambers, and other important buildings and resources downtown. Not to mention access to public transit like the light rail, where I encourage everyone to use the South Central Extension and come to District 8. I look forward to the innovative and community-led policing that will come from this building to help make our city safer. Thank you so much again for being here. Now I get the opportunity to introduce my colleague, Chair of Public Safety and Justice. I'm making wait a little bit because he was teasing me. District 6 Councilmember Kevin Robinson.
Well, thank you, Vice Mayor, and good morning to everybody. Obviously, I have some prepared notes, but I'm going to deviate from that for a quick second. And the mayor mentioned it, and I think it bears being mentioned again. Behind us is the wall with 46 names of Phoenix police officers who gave their all in protection and support of this city. If you get an opportunity, please pay particular attention to that. You know, of those 46, there are a lot of us around. You know, I knew, of the 46, I knew 36 of them. And great people, husbands, fathers, brothers, uncles, you know, all of those things, sons. They were a little bit of everything. And it is a fitting tribute. And I want to thank the organizations that were a part of making sure this building is what it is. And I know several names have been mentioned. That's one of the best things about going after the mayor and after the vice mayor, because they take care of a lot of the thank yous and such. But I want to recognize somebody else, retired Commander Charlie Consolian, who kind of oversaw. Charlie provided a great deal of oversight. A lot of great work was done by a lot of great city staff, but Charlie was here and was in a position to put that Phoenix police touch on things, and I think that is critically important. You know, some of the things, it's interesting. We're leaving 620. You're leaving it, and who knows what's going to happen with it. But I want to give you a little bit of a history, because this building is all-encompassing. This building is supposed to last us for the next 50 years. But they said that about 620 West Washington in its day, and it lasted about that time. But what that place, and this gives you an idea of the change that we've seen happen in the city of Phoenix over the last 35, 40, 45, 50 years. The original 620 West Washington housed the Phoenix Fire Department, their headquarters, as well as their dispatch, Phoenix Police Department headquarters. It also had the Phoenix City Prosecutor's Office, for those of you who remember that. They were on the 3rd floor, if I remember correctly. And the Phoenix Police Department occupied the rest of the building, I believe. Our dispatch was in the basement. And it's all the more fitting that radio and dispatch and everything else, 911, is at the top of this particular building. They've toiled over the years in the basement, and they truly deserve that opportunity. 620 West was a big part of the Phoenix Police Department. This will be a giant part of the Phoenix Police Department going forward. So I thank everybody for what they have done to get us to this point. If you get an opportunity, if you haven't already, if you see the fitness facility that was mentioned by both the mayor and vice mayor, you need to take a look at it, because it really helps to really point to the fact that we care about our people. We really do, and especially our police officers and our firefighters. I said police first because we're in their building. Firefighters, you guys are there too. We appreciate you. But it's really important that we take care of our folks who are dealing with some of the most, at times the worst things that you can imagine. And they're there day in and day out. And we thank each and every one of our Phoenix police officers in every rank and every part of the organization for all that they do. And you deserve this building. And that's what I wanted to end up with, is telling you you deserve this building and you deserve everything about it. And so with that, I will introduce my colleague, Councilwoman Laura Pastor, and thank you very much for your attention. And Laura, it's all yours.
So what I have to say is welcome to the Phoenix Police Headquarters! Woo! Long-standing because I have been part of 6 police chiefs selections, and every one of them has told me we need a new building. One in particular was Chief Williams. And Chief Williams and I go back because we're both Phoenicians, and we talk, and we were talking in my office, and she's like, Laura, come on, girl. You got to go down there. You got to go to the basement. You got to see where challenges are, what we're looking at, how we can't function. And I was like, after you telling me, I really don't think I need to go over there. I understand. So here we are today. I want to thank City Manager Ed Zucker, former City Manager Jeff Barton, John Chan, because they were the ones that were able to put the pieces together in the puzzle that we have today. Because it requires funding, and it requires innovation, and it requires challenges to do a building like this. My most important piece of all of this, and my touch of my, at least, hands as I'm getting ready to leave, is knowing, and it's always been my initiative, is the wellness of our people. The wellness of our public safety, making sure that they are in the space to operate and see the things that they see and be able to disconnect and try to get rid of what you've seen. The Wellness Center, I started with the 911 operators and went and helped and said, okay, what do you need? Brought in professionals to help build the quiet room. And I was so happy when John Chan showed me the quiet room here today. Not today, but you know. The wellness for me is most important for our public safety. And so I'm grateful at the fact that it has been embedded in this headquarters. So all I have to say to you, and I'm going to end with thanking our public safety. Can we give a round to our public safety and what they do? Thank you. I am going to introduce my colleague who sits next to me. We share next door to offices, Councilwoman Betty Guardado, and I also want to wish her a happy birthday.
Well, good morning, everyone, and again, congratulations. Welcome to your new building. I still remember the conversations we were having about whether or not we were going to buy this building, the great opportunity that this was going to bring for us as a city, and to see where we were at 7 years ago when I came onto the city council and where we are at today. We have definitely come a long way. So I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank our city manager, Ed Zucker, our former city manager, Jeff Barton, Lori Bays, everyone on the staff who had a vision, who thought, we have to do better and we have to do great for our employees. And we have championed so many things for our public safety because we value the work that you guys do day in and day out, the risk that you guys take, everything that you guys do for our community. And it was time for us to do for all of you and for our 911 operators. I'm a little jealous myself of that building up there and the type of views that they have, but they deserve it. And you guys deserve everything that you guys are getting as of now. In my district and across the city, I help champion the real-time operations centers at Cactus Park and Desert Horizon. I'm excited that there will be a central real-time crime center here on the 20th floor. Our RTOCs have been incredibly impactful, and having one in the downtown core will be a fantastic addition to public safety. Along with enhanced policing technology, I commend our city staff for focusing on a sustainable building that residents are benefiting from every day and may not even know it. The city has installed a water treatment system, MIOX, for the cooling towers, which will conserve water. A similar system was installed at Sky Harbor and has resulted in saving approximately 10 million gallons of water annually. Occupancy and daylight sensors installed throughout the property will dim lights when it is bright and turn them off when not in use, reducing electricity consumption and saving the city some money. The city's acquisition of the 100 West property included millions of dollars worth and many tons of existing furniture. The vast majority of this has been reutilized not just at 100 West, but also community centers, libraries, and other city facilities. This avoids the putting furniture in landfills and reduces the need for the city to procure newly manufactured items. This furniture reuses saves the city money and reduces landfill trips. Thank you all so much. Thank you. We want to welcome all of you. Happy to have you guys all next door. Exciting to see how the city continues to move forward. And with that, I want to introduce our next speaker, our city manager, Ed Zucker.
Good morning. It's a privilege to be here today. And before I start, I just want to take a point of personal privilege to recognize someone with us who actually has a relationship to the wall behind us. Rick, your dad, great to see you here. Thank you for your family sacrifice. Rick Davis. So we've talked a lot about this building, but just think for a second about someone coming into your offices and saying, we'd like to buy a 500,000 square foot office building. That's what the mayor and city council heard from city staff, and they had the leadership and the vision to say yes. As you heard, they understood the challenges that we have and had at 620, but they also had the vision and the courage to step into buying this building with a vision that it would become something we could all be proud of. So we first want to thank our mayor and city council for their vision and leadership to see this as the next step in the future for public safety here. My mantra to city employees is work smart, spend wisely, be kind. Those 6 words really summarize, I think, what it is we all as city employees, whether we're police officers or water service employees or garbage truck drivers or anything we do, we can all share that. How does that relate here today? So it's really, work smart is really about innovation, and this building is an innovative building. It's, as we heard from the council members, there's sustainability efforts, there's collaborative space, there's tech, there's wellness. Spend wisely is really about being efficient, and this building, again, is, as you heard, what we avoided in trying to find and build a new police building by buying this building at the depth of the market in 2020 and renovating it has saved the city and taxpayers an incredible amount of money and given us a really great building. And then be kind is really about customer service. Buildings aren't kind, of course, people are. But people have to work in buildings, and studies will tell you across the board, good spaces allow people to perform better, to be better teammates, to think more clearly, and to have more job satisfaction. So all those things really are coming together here. I want to conclude by thanking our city employees, first of all our police leadership and staff who have lived through that building and now are going to live through this move here. Thank you for your patience, for your input, for your work and your commitment. But there's a whole team that puts these things together. I thank the mayor for recognizing Jeremy Legg. He did yeoman's work in this and spent years in this building. He could probably tell us literally where things are buried here and the things he discovered. But it also took our teams from public works and finance and all throughout the city. Economic development was with us at the beginning as we negotiated the building. So a whole city team came together to put this building together, and now we just look forward, as we turned it over to our police department, to do great things for the people of Phoenix with what we are giving you to work from. So thank you all very much for being here today. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our chief, our police chief, Matt Giordano.
Well, good morning. I think I'm going to follow Councilman Robinson's lead and go off script. I've got prepared remarks, but I just want to say, and I can't thank everybody, and everyone's already given a lot of thanks, but I do want to thank the mayor, Vice Mayor Hodge Washington, City Manager Ed Zucker, Assistant Manager Lloyd Bays, the rest of council, all of our community partners for their vision. This is a vision. It started many years ago, and their support for making this come true, because I never in my career thought this would happen. As I started preparing for this process to get this job, we came on a tour here, and I was with 2 other individuals from out of state, and we toured this building. They just walked around like it was a normal building and thought, well, this is nice, but they had no idea where we were coming from, and I was in awe. And I walked around, and I was just amazed that the city of Phoenix was going to give this facility to the Phoenix Police Department. But as I prepared for today, Public Affairs was able to find documentation from the opening of 620 West back in April 1st of 1975. And it was fascinating because not only did it have Chief Wetzel's speech for that day, it also had a schematic of the building. And to Council Robinson's point, we did have a lot of different departments in there. The chief's office is on the 3rd floor. And actually, Mike Duran's here. The fire chief and the police chief had offices right next to each other. Mike and I are very good friends. I don't think Lori wants us that close together 40 hours a week. So I don't think that'll ever happen. But on the 4th floor, you'd be surprised, the Department of Real Estate and the Department of Sanitation are up there along with the prosecutor's office. What a weird conglomeration of city departments. But again, that building, it's going to be bittersweet. As we watch different units move out of there into this building, the parking lot gets a little less crowded, the building gets a little less crowded, and it's really strange. It's a really strange feeling. It's one of those things, you're so comfortable there. We've made memories there. I've had coworkers celebrate weddings and anniversaries and different things while working there. And now that's in the past. But what I really find amazing when I look at the timeline, 51 years, so there's generations of police officers that know nothing other than that building. But there is one person with us today that does know a different building. He's sitting right in front of me, Henry Cusson. Henry Cusson was already on the department for about 5 years, I believe, when 620 was dedicated. So Henry, now you have been in 3 different headquarters. It was all for you. But to my coworkers, both professional and sworn staff, this is a commitment from the city. This is a commitment from city leadership. This is a commitment from the community we serve. They trust in us. They believe in us. They know we're successful. They know we do a good job. They built this facility for us, and we need to now go out, work hard like we always do, and make them proud. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like, oh, Matt's going to do his job.
Thank you. I got so wrapped up in the moment, I apologize. Again, I talked about earlier our community partners. A lot of this would not have been possible without all of our community partners, our community support, and that is a direct result of the relationships that Tim Thomas and Todd Beaufort have made for the Phoenix Police Foundation. They're incredible partners, incredibly supportive of everything we do. So I want to invite Todd up, say a few words, and I apologize.
Good morning. It's an honor to be here today as we celebrate the opening of this incredible new headquarters for the Phoenix Police Department. This building represents so much more than a new space. It reflects the city's continued commitment to public safety and to the people who serve this city every single day. At the foundation, we are proud to say that we have gotten to play at least a small part in the larger effort here. 2 spaces inside this building, and we've referenced them several times this morning already, hold a very special meaning to us at the foundation. The first is the Wellness Center and the gym across the way here, because supporting public safety means supporting the well-being of the men and women behind the badge, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. This space is a reflection of that commitment. The second is the memorial wall behind me. Service in public safety is more than a profession, it's a calling. And that calling at times comes with an extraordinarily high cost. This wall ensures that our brothers and sisters in blue who gave and sadly will give their lives for this city will never be forgotten. Now, what makes both of these spaces possible are partnerships. And I want to take a moment to recognize a few of our partners who have stepped forward in significant ways that are here with us this morning. First, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Arizona and Pam Cahaley. Thank you for your leadership in bringing this state-of-the-art wellness center and gym to life. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Arizona understands that officer wellness isn't optional, it's essential. Without leadership and support like yours and the team from Blue Cross and Blue Shield, This space over here, the Wellness Center and Gym, simply does not exist. So thank you. To the Southwest Gas Foundation, Brad Harris and Norma Gutierrez, I don't see you. I know you guys are here. I just can't see you. The lights are bright. Thank you for your support of public safety and for your belief in the mission that we have at the Phoenix Police Foundation. Your consistent support of the foundation is vital to the work that we do. And to TSMC, to Laura French and your entire team, thank you for your continued partnership with the foundation. A fun tidbit about TSMC, a few weeks back we hosted the honor run just outside the doors over here. And not only does TSMC have some of the most generous team, they also have some of the fastest team. It's the second year in a row that I've been involved with the honor run, and for 2 years in a row, a TSMC runner has won the 5K at a blistering pace. So while we recognize a few partners today, I'd also encourage everybody to take a moment, and back in the back here is the gratitude wall. This wall is a reflection of many individuals and families and organizations who came together to support the efforts of the wall and the gym. That wall tells a story of a community that stands behind its officers and public safety personnel, and that matters significantly. At the end of the day, this building is more than headquarters, it's a message. To every employee who walks through these doors, you are supported, you are valued, and you are not alone. Thank you.
There's obviously a lot to celebrate here, and in a moment we will be cutting the ribbon and offering some tours of this beautiful facility. But first, I want to mention some important staff who have contributed to getting this project across the finish line. From the Phoenix Police Department, first I want to mention, as was previously mentioned, former Commander Charlie Consolian. He was instrumental in this project. Sergeant Brad Ribick. Officer Zach Clark. Sergeant Jeremy Rose. From the City Engineer's Office, Jaime Garrido. James Marshall. From Public Works, Yvonne Maldonado. Edgar Santos. From Information Technology, Sean Hopkins. And I also want to give a special thank you to Jeremy Legg in the Engineer's Office. This project would not have happened without his incredible leadership. And finally, I would be remiss as the daughter of a police officer, a retired police officer, if I didn't thank the men and women of the Phoenix Police Department, both sworn and professional, for the service that they provide to this community every single day. I am honored to be the Assistant City Manager who oversees the Phoenix Police Department, and I thank you for the incredible work that you do. Thank you to all of you for being here today to celebrate with us. This is a new chapter for the Phoenix Police Department and the community that we serve. We're grateful for everyone who has participated in this. If we neglected to mention a specific person, I apologize. We were trying to get to everyone, but we thank every single person who had a contribution to this amazing facility. And now I would like to invite our elected officials up to officially cut the ribbon.